But I think, Deepak, one of my concerns is ACD may have never had it cached, so I don't know what that negative one caching rule. If
Why
we,
would ACD different than the others, Anjali?
I mean, depending on this, no, like I'm just asking because we don't even have anything running on ACD, right? Actively, unless we say we do. That's the part I'm not sure about.
No, we have a Java this app running, right? WFM is running on ACD.
Is any traffic going there? That's
Oh, traffic. Okay. No, no. Yeah.
because traffic
Not
is
traffic.
what drives that mostly, right?
Yeah, but events would be publishing every 5 seconds if there is an evaluation.
Hey,
It
Jimmy.
is an evaluation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Can
should be for the
you,
background processes, Anjali, right? Even if there is no user traffic, there are still system events that are running. And they
Again,
can
background, yeah, at least for BGP, I can say it'll only run if there's a queue for it. If there's nobody using it, if there's nobody marking employees dirty, it doesn't have anything to do. If there's any other background process, then I can't speak to that.
Jimmy, can you hear
I'm trying
me?
to see if I'm trying to find any source IP I can get. Top 10 source IPs. And see if I can get any NPR node out.
Hey, Wayne,
Yeah.
is somebody
You guys ready to
talking in
step
the
away with the
background?
focus? I'll be right back.
No, that's, I don't know. I'm hearing it too.
I think it's
Oh.
Jimmy. I think it's Jimmy's.
Michael,
It's
even
coming up.
Even if we do it on NPR,
Yeah, I think it probably is
like,
him.
is it something
Uh,
which
It's
creates
kind of. It's fairly entertaining, I will
even
say.
we deploy
What
the
I'm
thing.
what I'm saying is we may just not see an impact. That's all. First of all, it unless we pick up some IPs and we actually see we if we track those IPs, then we may be able to track that the counts, went down, right? For events.launch.leave on that DNS forwarder. I think we need those IPs, some IPs to be sure we can track. But if we're just saying, oh, we'll see unknown host exception reduce or the overall traffic reduce drastically, I don't know that that will happen. Because if I check
yeah,
that
Mark
now,
hasn't shown
again,
up yet.
because right now we
I
don't
I
have a
think
way to
he's a,
check
Oh,
I think he's
yeah,
who is
scared.
coming from
he just
NPR,
showed
but
up, so,
definitely there's a
Oh,
okay.
benefit.
did
So
he?
it'd be good
He
to
didn't
know
show
if
up
we
on the
can,
group voice
just
channel.
focus on
No,
some
but
source
he's
Jimmy
IPs
on.
muted
and
his
then we can
mic.
track before and after.
Yeah,
That would be
okay.
brilliant.
Yeah, and so I guess he started the recording. All right, ready to start here. I guess I'm not going to get my color
For
guy.
example, if you said try NPR 10 or whatever, whichever, let's get those source IPs and we can track those with the test.
Yeah, that's what I'm switching from Tablet to IP.
Okay, perfect.
Michael.
Okay, here we are, Jim Scully,
I verified it's picking up the.
bringing to you Game 5 of the Winter Challenge League
Events.
34
Just
World
waiting for it to
Series
start up the what
as
else? I
the
restarted it 'cause I had to
Denver
add some-
Dingers
something to the logger.
are in charge
But,
with a
just
3-1 game
start it up
lead,
one more time, just to
trying
verify.
to claim their second Winter Challenge League championship against the league's only two-time
This is
Yeah, so I got
champion Mark
one
Rensenbrink and his St. Paul Saints.
5.10.
So this should be an interesting matchup here. Is looks like we're scheduled to see Red Ruffing for the Dingers. He's 1-2 in the playoffs against Leroy Matlock,
API node.
who I believe is 0-1 so far.
And see what happens.
So just check the source,
The
where the source IP is.
Dingers won game 1 3-2 as they came from behind in the bottom of the ninth.
The latest law for this guy. And there are many.
Sleepy Lewis drew a 2-out bases loaded walk off relief pitcher Jack Salverson to
you
win
want
that.
to change the ETC
And
host
then
on this server
Denver
manually?
took game 2,
Yeah, let's do it manually first, and then if it
7 to
see
5,
what happens, because I can see it at 8:03.
as they
had one of this IP coming in.
Bruiser
coming in
Starks
first.
was the hero in that
Okay.
game.
Okay.
He doubled to
can help with that.
tie it in the 5th, and then knocked a
Will you be
2-run
able to do it, or
home
will
run
Yeah, I can do it.
to
I can do
put
it.
the
Sorry, just
Dingers
kinda
in the lead
multitasking
for
here.
good. They
Yeah, if
won
somebody
that,
gets-
as I
is there a
said,
name
7
in
to
the chat
5.
before I start asking for?
And then game 3, the Dingers leaped out to a 4-3
Yeah,
lead
we'll fix that right now.
and held on as the Saints came back in the bottom of the 9th, scoring 2 runs, but that was not enough. Earl Combs bagged a 2-out, 2-run triple, but George Watkins grounded out to end the game. So that put the
Hey, Deepak.
Dingers into catbird seat 3-0,
I think we need to
set up game
I
4,
need another
and that
team
was
coach. When does Tomcat
a
tend to
gutsy
leave as well,
performance
right?
by Satchel Paige
'Cause,
as he went
on this
9
environment,
innings
I don't think
against
it's-
game 1 winner Tommy Bridges. And
We can do it through the supportability, right? Through TMS, Deepak?
the
On the-
Saints built a 6-1 lead that the Dingers came charging back in the 6th with 4 runs,
Add it to the log.
but Satchel shut them down from there, and now the series stands at 3 games to 1.
This particular class, no?
So here we go,
I had the menu.
starting game 5, and Leroy Matlock, the left-hander, on the mound
Level.
for Denver, pitching to second baseman Buddy Meyer,
Check the file.
who is batting .327 in the playoffs with a home run and 8 RBIs so far. Waiting for the first pitch here. Roy Johnson is on deck. Turkey Stearns, center fielder, is in the 3-hole. Might be having some inclement weather here. We'll see what's going on. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do a restart here. Well, this happens in the wonderful world of Stratomatic baseball. I think you got to restart here, Wayne. It's like we're stuck.
Jimmy, let us know once
Okay,
you're doing
yep,
the script or you're doing manual.
For this one, I did it manually.
Yeah, you gotta go and
Yeah, no, it's done.
go up to, hey, Wayne, get there, and then go up to File and say Save,
Sure.
Thank you.
and then close. File and then close. File and okay. That'll do it too. New number coming.
Yeah, well, let's just see what's in it.
I just responded until you could confirm. I wasn't sure, but
Yeah, look at files first.
We're off to a flying start.
I'll even,
Wayne has one of the league's most beautiful screenshots on his computer, right?
so that's NS switch.
I
Let
have
me
to say.
give a better look at hosts because what I pasted in there was pretty awful.
St. Paul won 100 games this season, winning the white division. Denver had it a little closer. They took the Kakofka division over the Preston Fighting Walleyes by a couple games.
We had a restart.
Stopped. Like
Yep.
in the last 3 minutes,
We're
there was
watching.
nothing in that log. See this?
And oh, are you sharing? Sorry.
Yeah,
I
can you
just-
share your screen, dude?
Denver and the
If
Walleyes.
you can share, I'm
Well, the Walleyes defeated Manchester in 7 games
If you can do it.
to advance to the division championship. All you have to do, Wayne, just cancel. Wait, yeah, you already saved the game. Well, okay. You already saved the game, so you could just open the game and start playing again.
Hang on one sec, guys.
All right. Well, I guess we got some
I saw your text. You asked me to.
World Series.
I'm not at
Okay.
my computer yet. I'm not back at my house. Caesar, could you ping Karen in Slack and make sure you tag him in it and see if he could pop in or just approve the ECR? I can't get on Jira on my phone to do it.
Thanks, Robert. Appreciate it.
Sure thing. Yeah. Yeah, and if not, of course I'll do it.
Anyways,
But yeah, that would be. I think he's back
so
home.
Denver took on Preston in the Kakofka Division Championship Series and knocked them off in 7 games. So that's how we got to St. Paul beat the Pittsburgh Bishopoo. They swept them 4 games. To advance
Yeah,
to the
so,
World Series.
So Rob saw my thing. He joined the call and said he can't prove from his phone. He's on his way home, but he did say that Karen was around and online. They asked Caesar to reach out to him and ask him if he'd approve it. So.
Okay, here we go. Looking good. Buddy Myers steps in against Leroy Matlock. Here's the pitch from
So Rob,
Matlock.
literally, it was a minute ago. So
Myers
Caesar right
swings,
now is
and
reaching
it's a
out
drive
to
into
Karen,
deep
trying to get him to
right center
do
field,
it.
back
If he
to the
comes back and
wall.
says he
It
couldn't,
goes.
I'll say,
Kai
Ronnie,
Kyler on his horse, and what a play
that's fine.
by the right fielder, Kai Kyler,
Yeah.
to run down what looked like a sure double for Buddy Meyer. And that's a good start for
Yeah, let's just, before we get everybody, let's,
you
let's-
muted your own mic, Wayne. You didn't. What you have to do is deafen me if you don't want to hear me talk. Okay, ground ball to first base. Roy Johnson is retired. And now here's Turkey Stearns, who's hitting
Okay.
386 of the series in the playoffs so far. And that's a base hit to right for Stearns. Turkey Stearns takes first. That brings up Lincoln Jackson, who was a big hero
last time I edited, I
in
added
the
2 more
Preston
hours to it.
series with a couple home runs.
I
Well, he
added
hit
2 more
4
hours to
in
the
that
end of it,
series.
Yeah.
And Jackson swings, and it's a long drive into center field.
You might have. I
But
didn't get it yet. I'm
the
just
center
multitasking
fielder,
and,
Earl Combs, runs it down. Now
Yeah.
Combs leads off here in the bottom of the second with a walk off a Red Ruffing. Ruffing is 1-2. He's 6.11 ERA in the playoffs so far.
he dropped
He's
off.
been
before I
roughed
even
up
said. He
some,
kinda
but
just- he came in, said
The
his
big
thing, and I
win
dropped
for
off.
him came in game 2 when he went all 9 innings. All
Yeah, he
right,
made it sound like
Kai
it's gonna be like
Kyler
15,
swings
20
and
minutes or something
drives
like
a single into center field.
Yeah.
The speedy Combs speeds all around the third base, and now St. Paul's in business here in game 5, bottom of the first. runners on the corners, and George Giles,
Well, everybody's being
the
bothered, right? It's
Saints'
not, you know,
biggest threat,
nobody's picking on Heather, right?
steps
Like,
in
it's-
and walks to
Yeah.
load the bases. Nobody out here, red roughing on the ropes early. And Denver brings the infield in against Rick Farrell.
Yeah.
Farrell's hitting 241, and it's a foul ball on the third base line. Cusinello on his horse, and he runs it down for the first
All right,
out.
so we did a one-off test here.
One down, and that brings up
And
Chuck
I
Klein.
think that it might have
And
looked
he
okay.
hits
I'm
a
gonna
ground ball
like
to Jackson
rejoin
at
the call
first. He
and see
throws
how we're
the
doing.
home, and Combs is
Yeah, I'm sorry.
out. Two
Okay, thank you.
down.
Appreciate it.
And now it's up to Dick Bartell. This inning started so well, and there's a ground ball to Lincoln Jackson at first, and the inning is over. No runs across. St. Paul loaded the bases with nobody on in the bottom of the first and did not score. But now here's Tony Cusinella leading off the top of the second for St. Paul. Sleepy Lewis now steps in. He was the hero in game one with a bases loaded walk-off walk. And here's the pitch, and he strikes out. And Sleepy Lewis is hurt. Oh no, early disaster for the Dingers as they lose their catcher here in the second inning. Big Train Parker comes up and grounds the short for the final out, but nothing across in the second. And Dixie Dukes will have to come on and bat sixth and fill the catcher spot for Denver.
Well, you guys only changed one.
Crazy
server, right?
game so far.
Only one particular
St. Paul loaded the bases to
Okay,
start
but are you
the
seeing
bottom of the
errors
first,
on
but
that?
did not
Are you
score.
seeing errors in
And then in the second
No,
inning,
that's just general
Denver
errors.
loses
Just
their
checking to
catcher
see
on a
if the
strikeout.
in general went up
Okay,
on that
Cecil
one.
Travis leads off, and he gets a ground ball to Bankhead to start the bottom of the
But
second.
it hasn't, so
Here's George Slade, the second baseman. He's hitting 250. He hits a drive out the center field. Turkey Stearns coming in, and he runs it down for the second out.
Go to launch start, please.
And now Leroy Matlock is 0 for 3 in the playoffs hitting. And there's a drive to center field, and that's looks pretty deep, but Stearns heads back, and he'll rein it in. Great play by Turkey Stearns, and that's 3 up, 3 down in the second. Now Denver, Sam Bankhead leading off. Bankhead instrumental in that come from behind game one when he tripled in the bottom of the ninth and scored the tying run, but he strikes out this time.
Somebody will have to approve it.
Now Red roughing his first at bat against Leroy Matlock. He strikes out. That's strikeout number 4 today for Matlock already. And now Buddy Myers,
Were you guys
who
waiting for
blew out to start the game, walks.
He already approved something, I think.
So 2 out and a runner on first for Roy Johnson, who's hitting a sad 159 so far in the playoffs.
Okay, I just wanted.
And there's a line drive, but right
Thank
at
you.
the second baseman Slade, and there's 3 outs now, and we go to the bottom of the third. Earl Combs, who led off the bottom of the first with a walk, leads off with another walk here in the third. Combs is a threat to steal. Kai Kyler singled Combs the third in the first inning, steps in. Kyler's hitting 387 so far in the playoffs.
Those I
This
think
is
will
a
be-
high-powered St. Paul offense. He swings, and there's a long drive to left field. Roy Johnson's after it, and he runs it down. Nice play by
Okay, so I've
Johnson, and
got
Combs
I've
will
got the set
stay at first.
for
Now it's up to George
Cusco
Giles.
1,
He's been
NPR
underperforming
1,
so
INSO
far, and
1,
there's a
WFM
base hit for
12.
Giles.
Um,
And Combs will head for
I'm
third.
gonna run.
And the throw
playbook
comes into
against a single
second
host in
base.
there, just to make sure the
And
playbook
now with one
does what
out,
we want.
Rick Farrell steps in. He fouled out in a similar
He did?
situation back into first. Infield's in.
But
George
we never
Giles
do-
takes off for second
never do
base.
Johnson's, right? Is it streams
Here,
or-
he's no throw. And Giles is safe.
Yeah, okay.
And the infield comes in against Rick Farrell
There was never a.
as St. Paul mounts their second threat of the game. Roughing delivers, and there's a ground ball in the hole to short. Oh, I'm sorry, Cusinella cuts it off, and oh, it gets in there for a base hit, and Cusinella boots it too. And that's a single on an error and 2-run score. And St. Paul takes the lead on a single on an error. Farrell ends up at third base. Now infield's into Chuck Klein,
They should be streamed on.
and he strikes out. I guess you can't keep these Saints down
I
forever.
thought it was with an S.
'Cause they're trying to come back here, down 3-1 in the series.
Okay, it's stream.
Dick Bartell with 2 outs swings and hits a ground ball to Buddy Meyer. Runner on third, Farrell heads for home, but the run won't count as Meyer makes the play to first. But the damage is done. 2 runs for St. Paul as we go to the top of the fourth.
So last
Turkey
16 is
Stearns
the record for this IPL.
hitting 400 in the playoffs so far.
Is there anything?
Can you
He's got a home run and 7 RBIs. Leads off with a walk.
I just want to make sure that you.
Now Lincoln Jackson hitting .615 and 13 at bats with 4 home runs and 9 RBIs.
If I-
He faces the lefties, and there's a long drive
General-
deep into the left center field gap, and it's, well, Chuck Klein could get it. He leaps. No, it's a home run for Lincoln Jackson. Holy cow, that one just barely made it out of it. And that ties the game at 2 apiece. Holy cow. Now Tony Cusinella walks,
Okay.
and we're still got nobody out here in the fourth. As Dixie Dukes comes in, he's replacing the injured Sleepy Lewis. And Dixie Dukes tries the bunt, and he fouls it off, and the count's now 1-2.
Request on DNS for forward for other.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
other, you never getting that.
See this? It's
Trying to
like-
maybe get Cusinella in the scoring position here.
Right.
But with 2 strikes, will they stay with the bunt or will they swing away?
Well, I was trying to do a test of the Ansible playbook
And,
from the systems that I
I
got.
don't know.
a
It
list
looks
of,
like
and
they're gonna
can't connect to
they're
any
gonna
of them.
bunt.
So I'm trying a different jump host.
Here it goes. Here's the pitch.
Or maybe my jump.
And he squares around and butts it back to Matlock. Cusinella heads for second. He's safe, but they get the runner at
I was
first.
getting
So
timeouts, but now
1 out, and Big Train
I
Parker
do
comes
it
in with a
because
chance to
DNS
put the
is
dingers in the
not
lead.
reliable. I do everything by IP
And
for
oh, he
playbooks.
hits it right on the nose, but right
So
at
I
the
get the list of
third
the host
baseman,
names, and then
Cecil
when I'm
Travis.
happy with that, I
2
just
down,
the IP out.
and it's up to Sam Bankhead.
Log out of this.
Bankhead.
Jump post and back in, or
He's hitting 357 with 11 RBIs. And Bankhead hits a drive into left center field. Klein's after it. Combs is after it. And it's off the wall. Cusinella scores from second. And Sam Bankhead puts Denver in the lead with a 2-out double. Now Red Ruffing strikes out, but that ends the 3-run fourth inning as Denver takes the lead.
So Jimmy, now we are targeting
Game 5 here.
no, I'm trying to. I haven't
St.
got the playbook to
Paul,
run on a single
1
server
loss
yet. I wanna
away from
Start
elimination.
with that, and then
Batting in the bottom of the fourth, Cecil Travis leads off with a fly ball to Roy Johnson in left field. And Johnson makes a nice
server
running
I was on is having
catch.
some problems. I'm trying a different one.
Here's George Slade. He's 0 for 1. Slade's hitting
One more thing.
241 with the double and 6 RBIs so far. Red Ruffing
Lock for Jim.
now in his fourth inning of work. All right, Slade hits a ground ball to Bankhead at short, who makes the play. 2 down, and Leroy Matlock
Yeah, it's all, should be approved.
0 for 1.
Yeah, I can go ahead.
Swings, and it's a drive into center field.
Okay, thank you, Michael.
Turkey Stearns looks up and makes the catch, and the side is retired. As we go into the top of the fifth, game number 5 of the Winter Challenge League 34 World Series. The Denver Dingers come back and now are in the lead 3-2 as Buddy Meyer leads off the top of the fifth for Denver with a walk. Roy Johnson, who's 0 for 2, bunts Meyer to second. So the insurance run there on scoring position for league MVP Turkey Stearns hit 401 in the regular season, the first man in the Winter Challenge League ever to hit the 400 mark batting average. He fouls out though to Rick Farrell, the catcher, and that's 2 down. And here's Lincoln Jackson, whose big 2-run bomb tied this game.
Hey, Gabe, you're
And this time he swings and hits a ground ball to Cecil Travis, the third,
Okay, sorry.
who makes the play, and that ends the 5th inning.
6 windows.
I am.
So now Earl Combs, the leadoff hitter, starts off the bottom of the 5th.
In the
He's walked twice, and this time he hits a fly ball to center field.
goggles
Stearns is under it
enabled.
for the first out. Now Kyler, who's singled and
PM.
flown out, he's 1 for 2, hits a ground ball back to Ruffing for 2 down. And now George Giles, who's walked in the first and singled in the third. And Giles hits a ground ball, but right at Red Ruffing, makes a nice play on it and throws the first. And the inning is over, and we go to the top of the 6th. Tony Cusinella, who hit a
Eagle eyes on it.
big grand slam to put Denver in the lead back in the championship series against Preston. And now Cusinella swings, and it's a long drive to center field. Combs looks up, it's over his head and off the wall. And Cusinella's into second with a leadoff double here in the 6th inning. Dixie Duke now, the next hitter. In for the injured Sleepy Lewis. Dukes is hitting 265 with the double, a triple, and 3 RBIs in the playoffs. He hits a fly ball into right field. Kyler catches it.
I was just going to highlight that one.
And Cusinella won't try against Kyler's big arm and right. He stays at second on the fly ball.
So Naveen
Now,
team
1
should
out,
be looking at it. That's the
and
one
that
I
brings
have
up
called
Big
it.
Train Parker, who's hitting 250 in the playoffs with 2 RBIs.
Should the action be unlink it right away?
That was done on Friday.
Okay, so that was
So far, Leroy Matlock
There was another timekeeping
has gone
flag
5
on
innings,
the
giving up 4 hits and 4 walks. Struck out 5, but he gave up that big home run to Lincoln Jackson, and he's behind 3-2.
Some totalizer flags were not
Jackson's got a
even
4.60
flagged.
ERA so far in the playoffs.
Check if these were.
So this is
Yep, the Saints won 100 games in the regular season, and then
for that day.
blew the doors off the Pittsburgh Bishopoo, winning 4 quick ones to advance to the World Series, but they ran into a very tough Denver team here, and now they're behind in Game 5, facing elimination.
No earthly clue.
This Big Train will stay, well, looks like he's gonna face Matlock here.
As everything.
The seed user is the first user that's being created on WFM.
So it
it's-
shouldn't be that.
Leroy Matlock has
Yeah. It should be
thrown a lot of pitches so far in the game, but not enough to say he's tired. Okay, ground ball to short, and Cusinella will hold at second. And now there's two down, and Sam Bankhood, who's had a great series so far, gets intentionally walked
The spreadsheet that
to bring up Red Ruffing. Ruffing trying to help himself with 2 strikeouts so far, grounds back to Matlock, and that ends the 6th inning.
there we go.
So we're stuck at 3-2 here,
That actually has
going to the bottom of the 6th.
100-ish some odd rows in it.
Rick Farrell leading off for the Saints, and he strikes out against Ruffing.
Applied, requested,
That's Ruffing's second strikeout of the game so far.
something you were looking for.
Chuck
that you didn't see,
Klein
it might be in that.
grounds to Lincoln Jackson at first for the second out.
I'm only showing you up to
And now the shortstop,
There's
Dick
more stuff
Bartel, steps in.
that I excluded.
Bartel is 0 for 2, and he strikes out that time.
It's a table, at least.
So we're going to the 7th. Denver clinging to a 3-2 lead. 3-1 lead in the series. As Wayne Stanko trying to win his second Winter Challenge League championship. And Buddy Myers hits a ground ball to second base, and he stumbles, and now they bring out the trainer, but he says he's okay, so he'll stay in the game.
Got some bad data from G Cloud and Cloud.
Roy Johnson,
Went manually got
0
it,
for
but
2
now
with a
I'm able to
sacrifice
take
bunt.
that.
It's a
I was
towering
able to
pop-up,
This host here, the IP is
and
10-36,
Dick Bartel, the
36-75,
shortstop, will
that's the
rein that in for 2 down.
That in the scope
And now
of what we're
Turkey
looking for,
Stearns
and then if
singled, walked,
we
and
agree,
fouled out
NPR
so
1,
far in this
INSO 1,
game.
WFM 10, I'll do the rest.
Hits a
Another 29.
opposite field single.
So you say the IP
So
again?
2 down, and that brings up Lincoln Jackson,
36.75.
who's banged 5 home runs in the playoffs. And
Okay, I'm just running
he's
that
been a-
through just to see.
a
And you
big-
tested it, right?
the big man in getting this team to the World Series.
Yeah,
And he might end up having the blow that wins it.
okay.
So we're going to see a
That makes sense
pitching
because
change
The count is 0 for last 60
for
minutes.
St. Paul.
All right, let
They're bringing in
me-
Joe Sarda,
Update that.
who hasn't had any decisions so far. He's got 4 innings pitched and no earned runs allowed. Well, we're going to see pinch hitter Ace Stone is going to come in to face the righty as Lincoln Jackson is out of the game. Now Turkey Stearns takes off running for second base. Here's the throw. He's safe. And a 2-out stolen base by Turkey Stearns puts Ace Stone in the clutch as Denver leads 3-2, trying to broaden this lead here in game number 5. There's the pitch, and it's a line drive right at the third baseman, Cecil Travis. And that ends the 7th inning for Denver. Bruiser Starks, I think, will come into play first base. And Big Train Parker will leave right field, and Ace Stones will take his place. So Big Train is out, and
Okay.
Lincoln Jackson's out. Starks
That's
and
fine.
Stone are in their places. Okay, bottom of 7th, Red Ruffing deals to Cecil Travis, and that's a ground ball to Starks, and he makes a nice play.
I just noted.
Starks is a little better defensively
Yeah, I'm
than
guessing
Jackson.
that-
It's the update
One
of the
down.
guys who maybe the
3-2 Denver, 3 runs,
Yeah, they probably did it. and then
5
maybe
hits,
there was something not quite
and
right.
1 error for Denver. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for St. Paul. And now Hurley McNair comes in to pinch hit in the ace spot, and he swings and hits a fly ball into center field. Turkey Stearns corrals it. That's the second out. Now that brings up Joe Sarda.
I forget now. But he's aware of it.
Red Ruffing got a complete game win
There's another one which
in game number 2,
Those
trying to
two
hold
were the
on
ones
here.
We identified were
And this brings up Gene Watkins
too many
with
values.
2 down, pinch hitting for Sarda,
Both of those.
and he's roughing strikes him out.
Are we still at risk
Both were
of?
unlinked on Friday.
So we're inching closer to that big 9th inning. Denver leading 3-2.
Still in the code,
If they
but
hold
still
on,
the
they
back
claim their
pass,
second Winter Challenge League
They just-
championship.
at least spike up
If St.
the
Paul comes
amount.
back, we're gonna go to game 6
And if we
in this exciting
stop or
Winter Challenge League
manage to
34
control
World
that, then we
Series.
should be okay for- but we still
Earl
have to
Combs,
do,
Kai
the
Kai
number
Kyler,
of
George
transactions
Giles,
and
what great names.
then
Those
we
guys
can-
are scheduled up to bat in
Yeah,
the
they're gonna have to be creative about
St.
that
Paul 7th.
FPA fix, 'cause that's the one
And
that they were paying somebody like
this
$75 million bonus or something like that.
Denver team is heavily dependent on their starting pitcher, but they take Roughing out
Oh, because of the currency.
And now they're
I think
bringing in
that's
Connie
fine. We don't have any
Rector
time to evaluate.
to try to hold the lead here.
But
Pretty sure
we're gonna
that's.
spend another
Rutgers
minute
pitched
to
3
figure
innings
out
so
what
far in the
the
playoffs,
what the optimization
getting up 2
is
hits,
and
2 walks, and a strikeout. Hasn't given up an earned run yet.
I think I posted the same, that this wasn't this
And
usual
looks like
S3. This was.
Harlan Cliff, I'm sorry, that's St. Paul making the pitching change. I apologize for that.
Timing
Harlan
stuff,
Cliff
John, about
is,
those like that, don't
batting
say.
now against Rector.
Just wanted to raise it up again,
So,
but I just feel can help.
Red Roughing is still in the game. And there's a drive into the right center field gap.
Because
And it's off the wall. And the speedy Harlan Cliff is around second, Edinburgh third. Here's the throw by Combs. And he's safe. A leadoff triple here at the top of the 8th for
You
Denver.
celebrated your daughter's achievement.
Now Dixie Dukes. He hits a pop-up over to Giles at first base for the first out. A big run on third base. Harlan Cliff.
What you heard, we, have
Infield's
modified
in to Bruiser Starks,
one of the
who almost single-handedly won game 2 with a double and a home run. And Rector strikes out Starks for the second out. And now Sam Bankhood, who's 1 for 2 with a RBI double, a strikeout, and was intentionally walking. And Rector strikes him out, and the St. Paul defense holds, and Denver's denied another run.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark.
So we go to the
All right,
bottom
so
of the
I put one in
8th,
the chat
and here's the top of the order
using the new
Yeah,
filters.
for
Yeah, Jimmy, this was
St. Paul. Earl Combs, who's walked twice and flown out. Corners are in.
8:36. So this is
Roughing
27
deals and another walk for Combs.
Um,
Red Roughing, 1 and 2, 4.74 ERA. Now facing Kai Kyler,
And then Ben
who's hitting 364 with 8 RBIs and 2 doubles, a triple in the playoffs.
confidence that this will work. As
St.
a
Paul
public
trying to
insurance
score
policy.
tie this game, and there's a line drive right at third base, and Cliff makes a really nice play to keep that ball from going into the outfield. 1 down.
Events, to avoid
George
both
Giles
sending
now
as well
1
as-
for 2. He scored a run, and Giles hits a fly ball into right field. Ace Stone is under it,
I'll say just say
and
less
that's
desirable.
2 down now.
It is less desirable because.
And that brings up Rick Farrell against Red Roughing. And he walks him. So Combs, the tying run, moves to second for Chuck Klein, who's 0 for 3, hitting 222 in the playoffs so far. And he
Yeah,
rips
so
a
I'm-
ball
I'm-
into right
that was
field.
with the playbook I'm doing.
Combs around third.
the
He's
full-
gonna try to score, and they're
couldn't
gonna
put some
throw to second and hold the runner.
Yeah, the
and the
NPR
game is
01
tied
and so
now
on,
in the
WFM
bottom
10.
of the 8th
I could not get to.
as St. Paul comes
the
back and
BCK,
ties it on a
BGF.
Chuck
I know,
Klein
there's
single
some
to
of them
right
down.
field, scoring
Yeah,
Earl
but-
Combs. And now Roughing walks
Jimmy,
I'll give the,
Dick Bartel,
what's that?
and the manager is going to the
Right?
mound to talk to Ruffing. He says he's okay.
I'll just put it in the chat and you guys can,
Denver trying to hold on to this
See.
tie
So that's
game right now.
what I ran against.
2 outs, and Cecil Travis, the 7th hitter,
And
in the clutch.
so you can see I got a handful.
Ruffing's
that
got a
I
lot
ran.
of gas in the
Most of them
tank
were
still, looks
left-handed.
like. He's one of those guys who can go a long time.
It's the ones without the hyphens. It's the ones
All
with
right,
the notes,
Danny
where the-
Taylor comes
that's
in
a-
to pinch hit,
The cluster address,
Cluster names.
like the-
and
they're all group names. So they are
2 down.
Yeah, they're group
Taylor in the clutch. It's
Yeah, I
a
was trying
ground
to do it by
ball to
IP,
third
but there was
baseman Harlan
an issue
Cliff,
with
who
that.
throws the first, and the
So,
inning's over, but the
moving forward, I'll
damage
do
is
it back,
done.
just these were.
St. Paul ties game number 5,
like you discussed earlier.
3-3.
Batches and you should feel more confident.
St. Paul on the verge of elimination, battling back to tie this game.
In batch format, right?
3 runs, 6
Yes.
hits, an error for
I think
Denver.
I'm-
3 runs, 4 hits,
Based on
no
what we
errors
saw,
for St. Paul.
We should be able to do more.
As this
influence.
St. Paul bullpen has done the job,
John, Deepak.
and
And the thing is-
Denver going with their starter-only strategy. Red Roughing now, 0 for 3, leading off. But will he bat?
We looked at the first one, we just-
I don't know.
Besides,
They want to stay with him, or they want to bring in a reliever to face the 9th inning? I don't know. These are big. I really miss my color guy, Lester Bangs, at this point. But Lester's been called off, called away to help flood victims in Nepal. So, will he be back? I don't know. Anyways, Red Roughing swings, and it's a drive to center field. Deep! Back goes Combs! It's over his head! Red Roughing leads off the bottom of the top of the 9th with a double. Holy cow. Big hitting by the Dingers pitcher. Brings up Buddy Myers. Will they pinch run for Roughing? Maybe not. As the Saints look at bringing in the lefty reliever, Zachary, but then think twice about it. Connie Rector, I hardly knew her.
Once tonight's EU 510 EU gets
Now heading off the mound. I can't resist that joke there, folks. Okay, Tom Zachary, the left-hander, coming in to face Buddy Meyer in the top of the order, as the Dingers have 4 consecutive left-handed hitters coming up. So Buddy Myers, pretty strong bunter, swings away with the corners in, and it's a drive into right field. Kai Kyler catches it. Will Roughing try for third? No, he's going to hold it second.
Yeah, the NPRs need a.
Okay, Kyler's got that big arm.
Deploying NPRs soon against
He
them.
doesn't chance it, so 1 down. Here's Roy Johnson, hitting 152 in the playoffs so far. Now facing the left-hander, and he swings, and it's a drive deep into center field. Back goes Combs. He can't get it, and it's off the wall. Johnson speeding around second and into third, and Johnson's on
Okay,
third
so
with a RBI
next
triple.
set I have,
And the game's
potentially,
now 4-3
would
as
be
Denver takes the
looking at
lead
all
here in the
Custom
top
One
of the 9th
NPR
inning.
INS
And
WF.
Zachary
So
walks
that
Turkey
adds
Stearns. And that brings up Ace
12,
Stones.
11, 12, 13,
Tom
14,
Zachary
15,
0-1
16,
so
17.
far in the playoffs.
We good to do the rest of those?
Took a hit now, and
I believe so, yes.
you're going to have to think about whether Stones is going to
That's
bat
gonna be
here.
107 systems.
Not a great defender, but I guess maybe the best they got. I'm not sure. Anyways, Turkey Stearns trying for the lead at
If you
first,
wanna show us your screen.
and he
Oh,
can't get it, so he'll stay there.
I'm on mobile, so.
Oh, that's right, you said you're on your phone.
Yeah,
Stones is squaring for the safety squeeze, maybe the squeeze play. No, he's not gonna do it. Stone's hitting 353 with 4 RBIs and 3 doubles in the playoffs.
Last 15 minutes or 10 minutes.
Trying to bring home another insurance run. Denver took a 4-3 lead off a Roy Johnson triple. And there's a base hit for A. Stone. And the run scores. Johnson scores from third, and it's 5-3 Denver. Holy cow. Tom Zachary not doing his team any favors. Now strikes out Harlan Cliff. 2 down. And Dixie Dukes 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. Swings and hits a drive into center field for a base hit. Stern scores the 6th run. And Denver takes a 6-3 lead here. St. Paul facing elimination, down 6-3. Denver fighting for their second Winter Challenge League championship, now sitting in the catbird seat as they've scored 3 runs here in the top of the 9th. Turkey Stern scores on a Dixie
All right, I
Duke
put
single.
a list in that just
And
got
now
finished,
I
now
think
107
we're going to see
systems.
a pitching change
Um,
for St. Paul as their poor left-handed reliever, Tom Zachary, got beat up. They bring on Ray Bengi to face Bruiser Starks. And Starks hits a drive out the center
okay,
field.
so
And Combs coming in, and he makes the catch, and they decide to retire, but the damage is done. As the Denver Dingers, on the verge of their second Winter Challenge League championship, scored 3 runs in the top of the 9th to go ahead 6-3 here in Game 5. They've got to be getting the champagne ready in the Denver clubhouse right now, but they still have to retire these St. Paul Saints, and it's Red Ruffing's job to do it, as Marty McManus is the leadoff hitter against the right-handed pitching Red Ruffing. Red Ruffing won Game 2 in a complete game fashion, 7-5, and there's a ground ball. Oh no, line drive,
so,
shortstop
a couple things here. I did
to Marshall
I
for the
added another
first out.
107 to the black hole.
1
So we
down.
want to look into that, make sure
As
that's working. And
Denver's
if
made a
that
couple
did, and we're happy with
defensive
that,
changes
I put the
here
regex I
in
used
the 9th.
in
Marshall's
the
now
chat.
playing
what would be the next
second.
regex you wanna use, but
Shortstop
also we wanna make
Galatzer's,
sure
Mitch
it's worked
Milt
well, so,
Galatzer's into right field.
These are
And now
list
here's
names with IPs,
Frenchie
so
Bordegaray pinch hitting, and he hits a fly ball into center field. And that's a 2 down, and you can feel the excitement in the bars of Denver as the crowd here in St. Paul has fallen silent.
Everybody looking at
Okay, Earl Combs walks for the 4th time in this game. And then we're back to the
Thanks. Just
top
wanted to
of
make
the
sure nobody
St.
said
Paul
anything else,
order.
like, maybe nobody heard me.
Manager Stanko goes out to talk to Red Ruffing, who says he's doing okay.
Yeah, I'm just looking to the
2 down, 1 out to go, and Denver has their second championship. Here's the pitch. It's a line drive at shortstop Marshall. He makes the play, and the game is over. And the Denver Dingers are the champions of the Winter Challenge League 34 season.
70.
6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Dingers. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for St. Paul. And yes, folks, we have a champion. The Winter Challenge League 34 season has concluded, and Wayne has won his second championship. Wayne, you gonna unmute that mic and talk to us a little bit? congratulations to Mark Rensenbrink and his St. Paul Saints for a great season. But Wayne joins him now on the top of the heap here in the Winter Challenge League as he records his second Winter Challenge League championship. Only the second man to do it. And boy, I'll tell you, that was quite a comeback win. And I'm hoping we get Wayne on the mic here
Just gender letters.
pretty soon to hear how he feels winning a second championship.
Yeah, those-
Well deserved
but we can pick
victory, says Mark Rensenbrink as he graciously
a different,
congratulates
maybe we can say
Wayne
all
for his win.
the different,
And Wayne, all you gotta do is unmute that mic, buddy. The whole world wants.
Okay.
There
All
you
right. Can you hear me now?
go. Yeah, congratulations, my man. That was fantastic.
Oh, thanks. I guess that game, the first inning was the base loaded, nobody out, and I got out of it.
Yeah, that was pretty huge.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
That kind of set the stage there.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, any of those wins could have gone the other
Sorry, go
way.
ahead.
They were all close games, but Mark was kind of due for a correction. All those one-run games that he won this year.
Yeah. Well, I think the Dingers had a nice combination of good starting pitching and good
Well, we
hitting, and I
did-
think that's the same
we
thing
did,
that.
100
Now you won
servers out
the
of
you won the World
1,000,
Series in
so-
27.
Right? Yeah, 27. Yeah.
Yeah, and you had
So on
you had
the
a sort of a
NPR
similar team
50,
because you
that
had
one we're
really
not
good
doing.
couple good starting pitchers and some really good offense.
Stay away from NPR 50, yeah, that's correct.
Now,
You
what
went
about
light on the
NPR
bullpen
1 through 9?
And big
Or 2
on
through
the
9?
starting pitchers and the hitters.
Yeah. Well, this avenges a World Series loss to
yeah,
Mark.
yeah.
So.
Oh yes,
It-
it does.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
do the rest
so
here.
I-
It's,
I was-
this next
I
group will
really
be 1,166
you know,
of them.
Was looking forward to winning this one. So.
Yeah, well, you earned it, and we're proud of you. It's not easy to win this championship. There have been 7 different Winter Challenge League general managers who've won championships, but only 2 of them have won it twice, and you and Mark are both the 2 guys.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a really nice way to break into that club, I guess. Beat the other guy who's got 2 wins.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm happy to get the second one. Like you say, they don't come easy, and after finishing last place last year,
Oh yeah.
so I went from worst to first. Okay.
Oh, no kidding. That is amazing, isn't it? Well, last year's champion finished last this year too. So I guess sometimes people maybe take a year off after winning. What do you think? Will you be back again in '69, or are you gonna take the year off? Let
No,
someone
I'm
else.
not, I don't want to take any years off.
all of the different, I don't see any.
That was
anything
that was
unusual.
brutal
From the
last
others,
year. It was
not checking latency,
not
etc.
fun playing those games. So
Well, you hung in there.
I had a pretty solid. I had a solid team. Pretty up and down the lineup. Like I said, I had 7 guys with over 70 RBIs on the team. Even
we're about
even with
10%,
Dukes
but we're gonna be
and
doing,
Stearns, hitting homers
yeah,
and
the
driving
9%
in runs.
right now, just
They drove in a bunch of runs,
Savient
but
doesn't like,
all
pace that
the
long,
supporting
so
cast was
doing
did
a
pretty
bucket
well
copy.
too.
Yeah, I think you had 6 or 7 guys who played 120 games or more that batted over 300.
Yeah. Mhm.
So that's, and then of course Turkey Stearns hit 401. He's the first guy ever to break the 400 mark in the Winter Challenge League. And frankly, I never thought that could even be done.
Yeah, you would, yeah, definitely considering, he's facing better starting pitching probably than he did during that season, right?
Right.
And I think he hit 348 for the season there. Let me see.
In real life.
Yeah, yeah, let me see.
Well,
Oh,
I think
358. He hit 358.
I
So,
think you put him in the right ballpark, and I think that's really a key is picking the right ballpark for your team.
yeah. I better push these games, right?
Oh yes, please
Push
do.
in results. Oh, let's see, it was St. Paul though.
Yep, you won the Kakofka division by only 2 games over Preston.
I know, yeah. The last those last two blocks, I was just
Running it now.
flailing, it just treading water. But I was all the teams in our division, in my division, are
Just
pretty
kicked it
tough,
off right now.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
know what?
so-
I think
I tried 3 times.
I'll
to
be
pace
really honest
and
with you. I think one of the
Xavier crashed
keys
every
to
time,
drafting a division is to pick good opponents.
You think so, huh?
Yes, I do because this is the second time where I've seen a team, run away with their division
I'm sure
and then lose the All-Star game.
Once all these changes are made in
Right?
PR.
So they beat the pants off their division. But they lose the All-Star game, and then when they face the other division, they had a losing record against your division.
Other signals, yeah, I would.
So
Yeah.
I
You
think
might wanna
if
call them
you know
now.
if
I
you
mean,
pick a
this is gonna
division
be
where
done
you're
in
the
a
best,
couple minutes.
where you've got you feel like you're got less competition, you may win it, but it doesn't necessarily set you up to win the championship.
It's a horror press release.
Yeah, but it's tougher to make the playoff if you're drafting good teams,
Yeah. So it's kind of a horse apiece, but you were in the tougher division and you won it.
Yeah. So check this out. I had as far as ballpark home runs again this year, I was way below what my opponents did. So I hit
guys
ballpark
go?
home runs 81 times, and I got them only 33 times.
Wow.
Okay, my opponents
Michael, sorry.
hit ballpark home runs 83 times and hit them 49 times. So basically the same, 81 to 83. I hit 33, they hit 49. They hit 16 more homers than I did on ballpark home runs, 50% more than what I did,
Somehow you still won the division.
Michael, Gabe,
So
you probably.
let me see how I did. I'm going to see how I did in the playoffs here. If I did any.
Well, you were 48 and 33 at home. and
Yeah,
42
I was very solid at home. Okay, so let's see.
And you out-homered your opponents in Denver 71 to 57.
Yeah, my ballpark was good to me.
Yeah. Even if it wasn't good for you, it was good to you. Who knows?
Yeah, I can't complain. Do you remember I changed it? I originally had a ballpark that was like 1 to 19, 1 to 18 for home runs.
be a while.
So I probably would have done better had I,
Yeah, that's why they called me. 'Cause I had to come home from dinner
Had I
because they're like, we
kept
need you to
kept
do.
that one. It would be, there's no, that would have evened out. I would have got, it's almost an automatic home run, if you're having a
Right.
if you
So
pick up
Wayne won.
a
Here's Wayne.
friendly home park like that. So
World Series.
Right.
interview.
Yeah.
so I don't know. I can't complain. I guess you can't complain with winning a World Series. So.
No, you got to just enjoy that when it happens because it's a long road. And it's not easy to get there.
So have you gotten the 69 set already?
I have, yeah.
How does it look? Pretty nice?
The reason you got called.
Yeah, a lot of
He
hitting,
hasn't been
a lot of
Mhm.
good solid pitching. Nothing like Satchel or Pedro.
Yeah.
There's some real good high inning pitchers. And yeah, good speed. There's guys who can steal bases. Not a lot of defense. There's no one shortstop in the set, and only
Is that
one
right?
baseman. Yeah, so I hear you crying about that, but okay. Hey, you won with Buddy Meyer at second base, right?
Yeah, and Bankhead at 344 at short, you know.
Everything except
Yeah.
for NPR 50.
I think it's a trade-off. If you got enough offense out of your guy, you're
And
gonna.
only on the 5
This
servers
fielding's
that
not
we're
gonna kill
targeting.
you.
API, BGI.
It will in some games,
Okay,
but
so-
generally, I think it's a good trade to get good offense out of a mediocre defense. There's still a decent chance the guy's gonna make the plays.
Yeah, I gave up quite a few unearned runs this year, but
Here, present.
like I say, can't complain.
Yeah, no, Dixie Dukes had 29 home runs, 118 RBIs. He had 331.
Mm-hmm.
Turkey Stearns hit 401, 131 RBIs, 32 homers, 20 triples, and 40 doubles.
Yeah, and he stole a few bases too.
Yeah, Roy Johnson had a very poor playoff run, but
Yeah.
he hit 338 in the regular season.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and he hit. What do you have? Like 90 RBIs or something too, you know.
Yeah, 92 RBIs.
Mm-hmm. And he was a great bunter. He got Meyer over to second base many times. So
Yeah, it's good to have that leadoff hitter who can run. So yeah,
Hey.
solid team.
another dinger for Lincoln Jackson, my first baseman against lefties. That's his fifth homer of the. He hit 4 against Preston, and then he hit a big 2-run homer today to get us even.
He only had 6 home runs in the regular season. He hit 5.
Yeah,
in
and he hit it at 5 in the postseason. Yes.
Not a bad pick.
Oh, so we'll take it. We'll
Yep.
take-
Yep. Never hurts to have a guy like Lincoln Jackson. Yeah, it was a great season. You got really good performance out of your pitching too. Tommy Bridges was 24 and 13.
Mm-hmm.
Red Ruffing,
Yeah, I saw that.
he was 15 and 15, but he threw 262 innings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of slumped toward the end of the year, but he came up big today after that wiggling out of that first inning, you know.
Yeah, next Stanley didn't show up much in this World Series, but he had a great year, 17 and 10.
Yeah, he had a great season.
Lefty, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, it was just a solid team, and it was, St. Paul had a solid team too. They had lots of speed, really good hitters,
Sahar, based on that, those were all
but
in the
they just weren't up to it in this particular series of games, I guess. That's all you can say.
which is where we're having these BGP.
I don't know. The mighty Denver Dingers are champions. That's all I'll tell you. Congratulations, Wayne.
Depending on what Bill finds.
All right, thanks. All right,
your
I'm gonna.
Give your
Huh?
friend Bill Sterling a call and brag to him about your new championship, okay?
Yeah, he called me yesterday and he says he heard I was up 3-1. He goes, "Is it over?" And I go, "No." And I said, "Not yet," because I said we had to reschedule because of that dinner date. So
Right.
he said he was going to try. He says he has a hard time getting in on his phone, you know. So, from you know, maybe you can talk to him and figure out, you know, I don't know. He probably needs someone to help him do it, you know? So if he got someone there, you could probably walk him through it on how to get
I
on
wish I could, but it's very difficult because he's, you know, but there are people at his house that could help him, but I don't know. It's a complicated situation.
We need to have a bridge.
Yeah.
That whoever, that
Anyways, wish Bill well. He was our very first champion,
can't.
and he'll be back again next year. So we'll see what happens in Winter Challenge League 69 as we end to close the door on the 34 season. Wayne Stanko, now two-time champion. Congratulations once more, Wayne, and have a great evening. Go celebrate. Drink some champagne with the wife, right?
That's Cobra, right?
Yeah.
What do we want to do? What do we want to do?
All right, okay. Talk to you later.
All right, take care. Good night.
Why? We can do it, right?
We can, Deepak, we can, but we don't want to.
Let me change myself. Let me change forward calls from Kroger to you.
To
Your
you.
T-Pop.
Another RCA.
So just to put some perspective on what happens if we skip Kroger, it's not a huge thing. Their current imprint right now is 177 servers, and we've done about 1,300. So to leave them out it's not like we skipped half the servers.
It's a small proportion.
Yeah, they're about 10%. So I think if this is the fix, that 10% isn't going to be the reason.
But they share the DNS, right, Jimmy? The same DNS forwarders.
Yeah.
Share. Okay.
So then we are saying that we won't do their production also, like Rock 50 also you won't do?
I think that was the original thought, Deepak. And I mean, if you think
Right.
about it, right, if we do all of NPR and we do all of PRG, by the time we get past the EU tonight and redo the NPRs, we should have reduced the traffic significantly, right? That those 10% or whatever it is, John, doesn't really, it should not impact us. If it does, then we have bigger problems.
Have you guys quantified it on the?
Yeah, it's
Insurance?
77. Sorry, Jimmy. It was 117 of how many?
Oh, I'm just looking at I was just seeing if I could share my screen.
You're looking at the drop, waiting for the drop in the charts.
I'm looking at where is it?
So
So I put it to a minute, and yeah, I was just trying to see. Okay, so until about 8:48, 750, 500. Now we're seeing, we're seeing it like 6,000. So it seems like it's dropping on just from the NPR.
Right.
Yeah, just the NPR changes alone, right?
Yep.
So,
I put the stats in the chat.
oh, you'd already done that. So there you go.
So, the question then, Ben, John,
Yeah.
do we want to leave this so for a little while, or do we want to get this into production like now? Because they're the one that doesn't get the EU, so we can do 01, cost 01, cost 11, D cost 21. Get them done, and we should be good from a production perspective, and then we have to go back and visit the NPR once the EUs get declared.
Yeah, we have a way to back it out. Usually we can train the people.
Jimmy said yes.
Yeah, so the playbook that I'm running, I've saved all the inventory files that I've run it against, and then the playbook, you would just change the word present to absent and run the playbook against all the inventory files and stream it at about 100 simultaneous, and we can roll back in 15 minutes.
And is that instruction in the playbook itself?
It's in the
Change from
CR.
Present to absent.
It's in the ECR. So in the ECR,
Okay.
it has a
Okay,
copy.
So
of,
there's a document.
yeah.
Okay.
I think we should give it some soak time.
How much soak time? I mean, it's nine-ish right now. People have been at
At
this
least
pretty much
At
all
least an
day.
hour, I feel.
But like, what are we gonna, like, I understand what you'd say there, Andrew, what are we gonna find out even more? And again, I maybe,
I mean, we wouldn't expect, I wouldn't even think we'd expect anything in like next 5 minutes. So should we just give it some time to see?
I was
any
checking
issues?
the
Yeah.
checking the